There's the resume. First name, last name, 123, street, etc. All right, they list their skills up top. There is no objective. I would put an objective on this. Says proven outreach coordinator, but you don't say what you want. Now, this is a debated topic. Someone says too much text again. Borderline. It is got a lot on it. It's also black and white, and there is no picture. We haven't discussed this yet, but Devin Nash, who I often co-stream with, mods can pop up the link to his channel. I totally recommend also watching Devin. Devin Nash convinced me that putting your picture on a resume can be good. Now, I was asked a hard question. If you're a minority or a woman or a minority woman, is that a good idea? You may trigger discrimination. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But I would generally, pictures or something that makes your resume stick out a little, I found pictures are pretty compelling. And I can't answer this question. I don't know for sure if you're a minority, but it's a tough question. If your boss isn't going to hire you because he or she is a racist, and you're going to get hired, and then they're going to find out that you're brown or black or purple or whatever, is that better? I don't have a good answer to that. I think it's worth asking. But look, and somebody just said, Surprise B said, never pulled the trigger on including a photo. Put a photo on your resume, hand it to a few people, and get their feedback. But consider some formatting. Okay. The challenge I have with this resume is I don't know what you want to do. You're an outreach coordinator managing the design and deployment of organizational outreach, that's redundant, and engaged strategic development with a demonstrated history of organizing and executing. So you've got organizing in here 3 times, is that right? You've got outreach twice, you've got organizing twice. This is too long. Like I moved on after I read proven outreach coordinator. So just fair or not, chat, by the way, if your resume gets reviewed, chat should sound off on what they like or not, because I am not the only opinion. You can get lots of opinions from other people. And that's fair. Like I'm only one judge, but I would have a clear, shorter objective. Then for skills are fine, but let me tell you how I think about skills. This is you talking about you. I don't believe you. What I believe is what you've done and where you've worked. So I believe that you're probably not completely lying, that you had this job at a clerk of courts and you had some other job for a congressperson, because I can call that person. Now, the truth is, you might be lying about those things too, but I don't care. For purposes of advising you how to get a job, you don't need to care if you're lying or not. By the way, I advise you not to. What you need to care about is what feels like maybe a lie to me. And you want to say things that don't feel like a lie. You want to say things that I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. What you've actually done, I believe, is probably true. Your assessment of your skills, I have no idea. You think that you're a passionate, in-community, whatever. Maybe. I probably believe that. But strong communicator and public speaker, that's your opinion. Maybe I think you're a terrible public speaker. The point is your experience, though, if it shows you public speaking, then I believe it. So with skills, it's nice. Put them at the bottom. You're wasting space up top. I don't care. What I care is what you've done and what impact did that have. So this again, now the next problem with this resume, it's all about what you've done, no results. So you develop community outreach strategies, blah, blah, blah. You're an event planner, blah, blah, blah. How many events? Who came? What was the result? You developed this outreach strategy. Great. Who did you reach? How many people came? How much did you change the demographics? There are no results in any of this. Now we're down to where you're an administrator again. Unless you want to be an administrator, administrative work is usually considered scut work. It's considered less paid, right? And less talented. So assisting is not as good as informing, as briefing, something more positive and active. You do not want to be the person. All these words like coordinated, conceptualized, drafted, some of those are off the bottom. I got to scroll up. Drafted this, coordinated that. These are weak words. They are not, and look, I know, by the way, I end up criticizing resumes more than praising them. Tough. That's what you came here for. And off the bottom, the screen doesn't want to scroll up that far, is the person's degree, which is good, and some of their awards, which is good. I want to get to a lot of these resumes, so I'm going to click off this screen real quick and move on. But there's a lot you can improve on this, and the people in chat, feel free to praise what's good and to rag on what's bad, and the person can learn from your input.